Hello, my name is Matthias Cavaldi. I'd like to welcome you guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about a big letdown. I remember when the series came out. Herc. It came after fantastic Hercules series that led up into the Chaos War. That was a pretty good crossover too. Then we get Herc, same writer. So we have Fred Van Lente and Greg Pak, if I'm correct. Yes. Now we have Hercules. He's depowered mostly. He's a normal mortal, even though he has Olympian weapons. He has Medusa's shield, the sword of someone, the helmet of some other Greek god. So what we discover, because we're going to cover the first 6 issues of the series, and the first story arc, it's okay. I don't like the direction. It does have a lot of potential. Like Hercules basically is presented as a street level hero. And so the first story arc, I thought, okay, this might work. It doesn't convince me, but I'm gonna give this a try. And then we get the tie into Fear itself, which was like the crossover of Fear itself. I didn't like it. I was tired of crossovers by that time, and because Marvel was like pumping one out every year, and the sheer amount of tie-ins to that crossover that weren't that good either. They were really mediocre, and the Herc tie-in was just terrible. So the thing is, Hercules arrives to New York. Someone has called him out, gone through a ritual sacrifice, and asked for his help as a god. So that idea actually I think is pretty cool, because we're going pretty old school for Hercules. And that's how people used to venerate gods back then. You would go into ritual sacrifice. So Hercules is not really happy with this. It's like, oh, I thought we moved past this by now. But the thing is, he needs to find a place to stay and find who are these people that made the sacrifice to him. The really weird thing is that there's a poster of a missing baby cow in the streets of Brooklyn. That I don't imagine too many people having cows as pets in New York, but okay, I guess we live in a pretty crazy world. It might be possible. So Hercules befriends a Greek man that his name is George Michael. He has a daughter, and one really weird thing is her daughter, like, he's really down on his luck. He has a restaurant or a bar. Things are not working, and his daughter's like, "You're a fuck up. Everything went wrong since we moved here to the United States from Greece." And then later on, the guy says, "Yeah, because this building is mine, and you can stay in any one of the apartments." I don't think things went too wrong for this guy if he has his own building. So Hercules wants to find this gang that really reminds him a lot about, because this gang's philosophy seems to be pretty similar to his brother Ares, the god of war. He wants to find these guys. And he thinks he's going to one of their safe houses, but he actually has a run-in with Hobgoblin. And this is like the new Hobgoblin of that time, new for 2011, I think. So this used to be the good Green Goblin that later on became a bad guy. He was working with Wilson Fisk. He's like Wilson Fisk's enforcer. Thing is, Fisk is not too happy of Hercules running around messing things up in his territory. Sends the Hobgoblin. While the battle's raging on, Hobgoblin actually is live streaming the whole battle with this flying suppository. And the thing is, Hercules obviously defeats him. He becomes like everyone is super happy that Brooklyn has a new hero to protect him from Wilson Fisk's enforcers. And Kingpin Wilson Fisk cracks a deal with Hercules. He tells him, "Look, I know who these guys from the gang are, and I'll point you into their direction, but just don't mess up my business. Stay away from my things, and we'll be just fine." So we discover that the leader of the gang is this guy, Ares' son, Cisno. I guess his name is pronounced. Sicno. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Which he had been very, very recently killed by Ares, and very lazily explained why he came back. So he's the leader of the gang. He wants to start this war amongst everyone against everyone, like because he really subscribes to the philosophy of the dog eat dog world, and he references Thomas Hobbes very lazily. Like there's a reference to Hobbes' Leviathan in this in this story arc that leads into the Fear Itself story arc. That if you cite books, really try to read them and not just lazily reference them, because it's at least for me it's a total, I really hate when writers do that. It's like, look, I'm sophisticated, I read some interesting political stuff, and it's not an easy read, the Leviathan. It's not the happiest book out there, but like if you're interested in politics, it's base level, but it's a good way to start reading the Leviathan and explaining the existence of the state. But let's get back to the Herc series. So Herc actually puts a table out in Brooklyn and takes petitions from all the people that live there to see how he can help them. That's another good thing. But there's a bank heist. You have Bull Guy, Griffin, Basilisk. Hercules goes there to stop the robbery. But what happens is Sicknos and his gang arrive. They want to challenge Hercules. And actually, Hercules has to save the lives of these villains that had just escaped from Raft, that were the ones that were trying to steal from the bank. So we get the introduction of this Olympian witch called Hecate or something like that. Another character from Greek mythology. And she joins forces with Sicknos. And at the same time, we have Fear Itself going on. And Brooklyn, for some reason, starts mutating into not only everyone's fighting against everyone and everyone's flipping out, things are morphing and changing. And basically, we get a ripoff from the Inferno. And for some reason, Griffin turns into a griffin. And Hercules starts riding Griffin. For the second time I've seen this, because this happened way back in the day with Namor too. So this wasn't the most original idea ever. And then later on, Griffin eats a dog for some reason. Well, I guess he was hungry. The way he eats the dog, it's so freaking gruesome. The dog's head's there, and the dog was eating an old lady. Like, things go from from crazy to, oh my God, what the hell is going on? Like the shift in tone goes all over the place with this. And then later on, we get the final battle between Hercules and Ares' son. But I just sat down to reread this yesterday, and I just stopped reading. I just couldn't. I just didn't like the idea. There's a whole weird subplot that people of Greek origin are very discriminated in the United States. I'm not sure if that's a thing. And Greek immigrants really hating their host country. Not sure that's a thing in New York. I'm not too familiar, but it just really doesn't work for me. And coming off the other Hercules series, that was so good. This is just a heaping piece of shit. So if you liked it, like, it's just is my personal opinion. Like, you don't take anything too seriously that I say. But we're gonna leave this video here. Hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.